Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 ba. Da, 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 da. Lo, 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 lo. What's up, friends? We are back on another YouTube Live, and today we are going to I figured it took me a while to come up with this one, but I thought you guys asked a lot of questions about like handstands and like handstand work and all that stuff. So I figured why not do some drills to help us hold a handstand longer, because I know we all want to be able to hold that handstand a lot longer than what we normally do. Hello, Leanne, Rita, what's going on, my friends? I am so excited for this YouTube video because I think it's so beneficial for us to be able to hold our handstands longer. And so I'm going to go over some drills on like strengthening exercises and then stuff that'll help you get your balance in your handstand. So what is up, Leanne, Rita, Gina, Giu? What is going on, guys? I hope your guys' quarantines are going well. I'm doing well. I love you guys too. Let's get started. So we are going to start on the ground, and we're going to start with our wrists. Since this is going to be, we're going to hold our handstands at the end, but this is mainly about strengthening exercises to help us. If you have a chair is always nice and handy so you guys can have, but we're going to start by just stretching our wrists. So you're going to want to take your wrists and just stretch them like so. This is going to help get any of those wrist inflexibilities out, just nice and slow, get them warmed up, and also this way. So your hand facing this way also helps too. Again, if you guys know me, I like stretching my thumbs. So I like almost taking my thumb and bending it, I'm trying to like show you guys, like so, just stretching this part of my hand and my wrist. So I like to just massage it through. If you want, you can make some circles with your wrists, like so. And we're going to start with some wrist strengthening exercises. A lot of the times in your handstand, it's all about like finger grip and like being able to maneuver your wrists. So we're going to start with what I like to do, are wrist push-ups. I'm just gonna move my chair. And so you're gonna start on your knees and you're going to have your hips straight. So what you want to do is basically what you're going to do is lift your wrists like so. So we're going to do 10 of those, and then we're going to go all the way and push up to our fingertips. So ready? So we're going to go here and then push up and go 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Now we're going to move on to the next level of the wrist push-up, and we're going to go on our fingers. So it looks like this. If you have a hard time doing this with like really flat hips, even just doing it from here is going to help your wrist strength. I did a ton of these when I was learning flares. They helped my wrists so much, even on vault, and it just helped strengthen everything. So I'm going to try and do it with a flat hip. You can do it however you want, but basically you're going to go from here all the way up. And you can go faster or slower, however you want, but we're going to do 10 of them and see if you guys can do it. If you guys can't, it's okay to just go from here. So ready? We're going to do 10 and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I almost call them like my Karate Kid push-ups. Really stretch out, shake out your wrists after. In your handstand, it's a lot of finger grip, and what I basically want to do is work from like here all the way to our legs and then give the handstand a go. So we're just going to shake out our wrists a little more. I actually did these push-ups from this position. So I would go like this, and we're going to do actually 10 of them because I think it's very important for your handstand to have really strong wrists. So we're going to do it in a push-up position. If you can't do it, then go ahead and just do it from this position again or the flat hip position. So ready? We're going to do 10 and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. When I was a gymnast too, when the floor is bouncy, I could like bounce and go to my fingertips, but we used to do those all the time. So now what I want to do is we're actually going to work on our shoulders. And the reason why it's great to have really strong shoulders is because you want to be able to have, think about it, if you were like throw up a noodle and throw it in a handstand, the noodle would like fall over really easily. If you took a pencil and balanced it, the pencil just has to stay straight. So the longer you hold the handstand is basically just being able to hold this body position for like as long as you can with everything squeezing and just finding that balance. So what we're going to do is we're going to start and work on our upper abs and then work on our back. So we're going to come and face on our back, and you want to stay nice and straight with nice pointed toes. You want to round out this part, so it's almost like you're bringing your chest up, but your back is staying nice and flat on the ground. But we're going to do this with our arms up like in a handstand. So we're going to do 10, and it's going to look like that. So we're going to do 10 of those and come back to the next exercise. Ready? And go. 1, 2, nice and controlled. 3, 4, make sure your hands are nice on your ears. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. All right, so now, since we did the front, we're going to do the back because a handstand is always like straight. So what we're going to do is then take your arms, make sure your arms are nice beside your ears because in your handstand, your arms should be by your ears. And we're going to lift 10 times this way, but making sure you don't have to arch too high. It's all about just getting those muscles fired so that we can hold our handstands longer. So we're going to hold our hands by our ears, have our face chin on the ground, so your head's on the ground, chin's on the ground, because in your handstand you look like this. So we'll have our chin on the ground and lift our arms. So ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. Okay. So now what we're going to do is work on our lower abs. So we're just working our way down so that we can be able to get that balance there. So what we're going to do is now work on our lower abs. And how we're going to do that is basically getting great handstand positioning. And so we're going to do, I've done this exercise before, but a 90-degree angle, and really think about flattening your back and lowering your legs to touch the ground. This is going to really work your legs. So when you're in your handstand, and if your legs want to go over, your abs can like bring you back to center. So what we're going to do is have our legs like so and do 10 of those toe taps. So ready and go. 1, without arching your back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, great. Okay. So the next one that we're going to do is have straight legs and lower our legs down. So kind of like the toe tap, what we're going to do is here all the way down. We're going to actually do 5 with our arms here and then 5 with our arms out, because technically a handstand is literally this position but in the air. So what we want to do is have 5 down, then 5 with our hands up. So ready? So 1, and make sure your back is nice and flat, not arched when you're going down and then coming back up. So ready? So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then the challenging one is with your arms up. Go as far as you can go without having an arched back. So we're going to do 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is so hard to talk and do that at the same time. Okay. So since we worked our abs and our front muscles, we're now going to use our back and work our back muscles a little bit. So what we're going to do is basically have your nice handstand position, because this, if someone were to take your feet and lift you to the ground, that is the position that you want to hold your handstand. So what you want to do is basically what we're going to do is lift our toes. So this strengthens our back if our toes try and go forward and in front of us. So we're going to do 10 of these. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. So we've gotten all those like basically top to bottom, and we worked on our wrists. I want to now work on our balance from like a slowly working our way up. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do like a plank stand, and we're going to touch our shoulders, pretending like we're balancing in a handstand. So you're understanding what muscles to use if you're leaning one way or if you're leaning the other way. So basically what this is going to look like is you're going to have a good position. You're going to have your chest in and your hips down. If you have a hard time finding this position, again, start here and then just put one leg out and then the other leg. And we're going to do 10. So 1, 2, 3, and then 10. Ready? So here, good position. Extend your legs and 10. 1, 2, and you don't want to sway back and forth. You want to stay in this nice position. If you have to, put your legs a little further apart. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you see how I'm not moving too much? We're gonna do that one more time, facing forward, or I'm gonna face forward and you can follow along, but I want you to see how I'm not like leaning. You want to stay in this nice position and just like tap. So you're not moving too much and you're really teaching your muscles where to balance when you're on your hands. So we're going to do, ready? 10 of these again. So your legs apart and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great! Awesome. So we're going to continue to do that. Now if you have your chair or like a couch or anything, we basically want to get into a pike position, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with the taps, but in our pike position. So what we're going to do is get in your pike position and do 10 taps. So ready? I want your guys' pike position though to be straight this way rather than straight like that way. So if you have to bend your legs, I don't mind, because I want your body and your arms to be like as straight as possible as you can. So we're just going to hold it. I want you to put more pressure on your fingertips, because if your hands are like this, you don't really do a handstand like that. Your handstand is up here and you're using your fingers to balance you. So you want to be a little further in front, and it's okay if your hands are a little further, but I don't want you to be back here. Put more pressure on the palm and your fingers. And we're going to lift our hands one at a time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, ow. So my question to you is, did you feel like your pressure was here or here or here? I felt like my hands, in my handstand, I have the most pressure in the center of my palm, like as I have something like kind of almost nailed to the ground in my palm and my fingertips. If you're here, it's really, really hard to like come back, because what happens is when you're falling this way in your handstand, so say like stomach to the ground, you can't like bring yourself back up, and it's really hard to. But if you're over this way, your hands can like grip to pull you back to center. So we're gonna do this one more time, and I want you to feel your fingers really working in that position, and make sure you can go as far as you can, in as close as you can to that straight body position. So it's gonna look like this, and we're going to tap. I'm not gonna straighten my legs, my hamstrings are not that flexible anymore, so I'm gonna bend them, but I want your fingers to be working. So we're gonna do 10 of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. All right. So the next thing that I want to do is a handstand. This is great if you have like a parent or someone who can like hold you. Again, please be safe. Do not do this if you're in an unsafe environment or you like aren't very good at it, like not very good at handstands, just like if you don't have a lot of experience. I just want to make sure you guys are safe doing this, but basically what we're going to do is go on a wall and we're going to have our back to the wall. I want the back to the wall because I find that the hardest in a handstand is saving it this way. It's easier if your handstand is falling back first because I feel like you can bring it back to center. If your stomach first, it's so hard to get back up. So I want to learn and teach us to stay on our fingers when we're holding a handstand. So we're going to go back first, and basically what this is going to look like is this is the wall, and these are my legs. So our backs are going to be against the wall, and we're just going to touch our feet to the wall and come back up. Touch our feet to the wall, come back up. Touch our feet to the wall, come back up. So we're going to do that 5 times, and you want to be like almost, I want to say like a foot away from the wall so that you have that space to like tap and then come back. Tap and then come back. So you're practicing your finger strength. So we're going to do 10 of those. Ready? So go in your handstand. You're here, and you're going to go tap to the wall, tap to the wall, tap to the wall. And you don't want to touch the wall, but the wall is there if you're falling that way, so you can practice your finger strength. And I want you to, it's easier in your handstand to hold it if you're looking at the ground in one spot. So with that exercise, you want to hold it away from the wall. So this is the back. Hold it away from the wall, and you want to tap, hold, and hold it as long as you can before you have to tap again. But the reason why I have your back to the wall is because this is working on your finger strength, so you can hold this handstand longer. So we're going to do it again, and again, be like a foot away from the wall. The wall is just there for security. It's not there for like, let me just lean on the wall and rely on the wall to hold my handstand. So you just want to hold it as long as you can. If you're falling, fine. Touch the wall, come back. Touch the wall, come back. What I don't want is you to be your stomach and feel like you have to tap on your stomach, because we're going to do that as a separate exercise, and you'll see how hard it is to like balance yourself that way. So we're going to have our back to the wall again, and we're going to be a foot away, about a foot, and just hold it as long as you can until you have to tap the wall. Ready? And up. So we're going to hold, and then I tap. Hold, and then tap. Hold, as long as you can. Tap, hold. Stop falling this way. So the reason why, though, I want you guys to do this is, again, we're working on finger strength, not so much like how long can I hold it. It's mainly to strengthen your fingers. So we're going to do it. I'm going to do it one more time just so you can like see I'm really working my fingers if you can see. So cartwheel up. And we're just working our fingers. It's easier if you look down on the floor, pick a spot, hold it, feel your fingers, and right. All right, shake out your wrists. I feel like your wrists are always taking a beating when you're doing handstands. I can feel my wrists. So gently stretch them. We're just going to practice how to get up in your handstand and a way that you can almost hold it right away as soon as you get up. It's easier if you find your balance in a position and then slowly bring your legs up. If you can't press up like me, it's very hard for me to press up, then I'm going to split in a handstand and then bring my legs together. So this is going to help me hold it and be able to balance myself and find my center of balance. So what we're going to do is pick a position, whatever position you're comfortable with, and really feel how your fingers are working. And when you find your balance, bring your legs together and see how long you can hold it then. So this is going to help us just get that center and find your center for your balance. So this is mainly about, if you have a really good balance that day, hold the handstand as long as you can, because your body's figuring out how to get that center of gravity. So what I'm going to do is kick up, and I'm going to like do a stag split because I find I'm more centered there. Really feel and see my fingers work. Then when I find my balance, bring my legs together and have that really nice position, what we just did on the floor, of having everything squeezing super tight right here. This basically, if I go from here to my handstand, it should look the same. So we're going to go up, balance, then bring our legs together. So ready? I'm going to slowly, this is going to be fun, guys. Also, when you're going up in a handstand, make sure you're pressing into the ground. When you're standing, when you're balancing, you're feeling your feet through the floor. Feel your hands go through the floor and your shoulders pressing and like pushing. So ready? Going to bounce up. Oh no. Okay. So balance, find your center of gravity, and squeeze your abs and slowly come up to center and feel your fingers working. You want to make sure your abs are nice and tight, your butt is squeezed, and you see how much harder it is to hold it when you're falling down that way. That's why I recommend staying on top of your fingers. We're going to do this one more time, and I really want you to think about, if you are falling, fall this way. It's way better to fall that way because it's easier to get that finger strength there than back here. Like, there is really no strength this way. So that's why a lot of people, when they fall this way. So we're going to do this one more time. Shake out your wrists. We're going to pick your position. If you press up, it's a lot easier too. But basically, the position that you want is this position in the chair with like your own arms over top of your hands. So shake out your wrists. And we are going to go for a nice stag. So ready? So push up, stag. I found my balance. My hands are over top of my fingers. No, they're not. Now they are. And then I'm slowly going to bring my legs together. But by pushing into the ground and keep pushing. See how my fingers are working? My fingers are working. They're working hard. And basically just squeeze every single part of your body and try and fall the other way. All right, perfect. You can tell that when I was falling, I was pushing more in my shoulder because the straighter you are, the easier it is to hold a handstand and the easier it is to balance up there when you are like pushing up really tall in a straight position. That is it for today. The reason why I wanted to do a handstand balancing thing is because tomorrow we are going to end on the tips and tricks and hacks of the pants off challenge. I've been getting this recommendation a lot, is people want to know any hacks of how to do the handstand pants off challenge. So I want to make sure you guys have this down, the handstand balance first, so that we can do the handstand pants off challenge. And I'm going to give you my tips and tricks there. I kind of want to look at these comments, but that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to look at these comments because I think this is so cool that all of you guys are watching. I hope this helps balance in your handstands and all that. I thought of this last minute because I was thinking, oh, we could do like a Pilates workout or like a yoga practice and all that stuff. But to be honest, I thought this was a lot more fun because I was like, what's cool and fun and exciting and something that you can always like improve on too. Let's see. I love how many penguins are on here. This is so awesome. Thank you guys so much for following along. We have some gymnasts, lots of gymnasts here, level 9, level 4, people from Texas. This is great. Oh my gosh, this is so, so fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tomorrow is going to be really fun. Don't forget to tune in for tomorrow, and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Hope you guys improve on your handstands. See ya.